Pretty when... It's a disaster! I've lost one of my red juggling ball buttons. A missing button. I've got juggling practice soon, and I need all 3 buttons. You must help me find it, one. First, 3, tell me everything you've done today. My alarm went off after sunrise. What time was that? Let's see. The big hand was pointing straight up, which meant it was something o'clock. The little hand was pointing at the 8, so it was 8 o'clock. Woke up at 8. What happened next? I got ready and left the house at... Well, the big hand was straight up and the little hand was on the 9. 9 o'clock. 1 hour later, at 10 o'clock, I met Tim for a visit to the museum. There were so many things to look at. It was 2 whole hours before we finally got to the cafe for lunch, where we had jam sandwiches. At noon? Yes, 12 o'clock. Both hands pointing straight up. I left 1 hour later. At 1 o'clock. Yes, when the hands get to 12, they start going round again to 1. On my way to meet 2, I bumped into 6, and suddenly we were 3 threes. But I was in a rush, so I didn't stop. Then at 2 o'clock, I met 2 for a 2-step dance lesson. After the lesson, I realized I was missing a button and came here. But it's gone 3 o'clock and dueling practice starts at 3:30. I wonder who was the last number block to see you with all 3 buttons. Follow me. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello, 2. Do you remember how many buttons 3 had when you saw her at 2 o'clock?
Yes, she had 2. That's the kind of number I always notice.
Then you must have lost the button before you met 2 at 2 o'clock. 10. When 3 left you at 1 o'clock, did she have all 3 of her buttons?
Oh, I can't remember. But I took lots of photos. Here's a photo of 3 just before she left.
3 buttons! And 1 has jam on it. So, you had all of your buttons at 1 o'clock when you left the museum, but an hour later at 2 o'clock, 1 button was missing. But I didn't stop anywhere else in between. Oh, but you did. This is the street corner where you bumped into 6. But there's no button here. You said your juggling practice is at 3:30. Yes, when the little hand is just past the 3, and the big hand is pointing at the 6. But now, what am I going to do? Trust me, I think I've got this case all wrapped up. Ready to practice 3? I can't. I've lost one of my red buttons. I may never juggle again. 3. You had all of your buttons at the town square at 1 o'clock. Then at 2 o'clock, one of your buttons was missing. In between, you bumped into 6 and met these 2 threes. There was no button left at the scene, so it must have been taken. I'd never take another 3's button, no. Not on purpose, however. My missing button! But how? It came off when you bumped into each other and stuck on with the jam from your lunch. Accidents happen sometimes. Thank you, 1. 6 o'clock in the big city, and time for home. Now that the case of the 3rd button is closed.